Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Vibe with Viv. That stands for Vision, Inspiration, Belief, and Empowerment. My name is Vivian, and I help you heal from toxic relationship heartbreak. So I'm helping you rediscover yourself, redefine who you are, regain your self-love, worth, and value, and dream again so you can live the life that you desire. So if this is you, I'm so excited to have you on today. So it's been a while that I've been on here to just talk with you guys. So I figured let me come on and talk about something that I've been hearing a lot of recently. So what we're going to be talking about today are why relationships are hard, and secondly, why your relationship likely ended. So again, why relationships are deemed hard and why your relationship likely ended. Now, both of these things, the answer are the same. Yep. So why your relationship ended, why they say relationships are hard, the answer to both of those things are the same. And we're going to dive into that. So I don't know if you've been hearing this the way I have. People are saying relationships are hard. It's difficult. I was actually working with a client and she would say something along the line, if he would just change this and this and this, if he would just realize that I'm the one he needs, then we could make our relationship work. If he could realize that I am priority in his life and not this other person he was with in the past, then our relationship could work. I've talked with another lady and she's like, if he would just change the way his tone was and how he responds to certain things that I bring up, then our relationship would work, And then we see this women saying that relationships are hard, but is it really hard? Right? Is it actually really hard? Or is it a matter of fact that we are choosing to be with people who do not align with us? Think about it. Are you choosing someone who aligns with you? Because in all of these scenarios that I just kind of talked about there, we are expecting someone or somebody to change or be a certain way, fix this, fix that, in order to make this relationship work. And now I'm not saying that there's not growth that happens in relationships, and things like that. That is absolutely true. But the number one reason why people are struggling in relationships, finding it hard, and relationships are ending, it's because of lack of alignment. If you lack alignment with the core of who you are and the core of the foundation of that relationship, it is not going to work, and you are going to feel like that relationship is hard and you will end up ending that relationship. It's really just that simple. So whether there's cheating in the relationship, misunderstandings, like just having difficult conversations are hard, not having shared goals, right? Not having shared goals regarding what communication, respect, what love looks like, not having a clear definition for that as individuals and as a couple, those are where misalignment occur. And because of that, that makes relationships hard. So now I remember when I was in my dating process a while back ago, and I'm telling you, this man was amazing. He was like everything that I would have wanted to have in a partner. And it took me a lot of talking to people and trying to, in essence, identify whether this is something I wanted to pursue in this, just because of this one thing that did not align with us together. Although he had all these great traits, he was a leader, he had a vision, he was grounded in his identity and who he was. Although he had all these great things going on for him, because of this one key major thing that did not align with him and I, which was a difference in our religion. I had a different religion from what he had as a religion. And one of my values, again, was to be with someone that shared the same religion as me. So because that was my core value, I had to make a really tough decision whether I wanted to pursue this relationship or not, or if it's something that we can one day merge. But with me being my Christian background, there was a key Bible verse that always said, you want to be equally yoked. And whatever that means to you, you get to determine. So for me, when I used that, it was with my belief system. So with me having a different belief system from this person, I had to make a tough decision. And I remember going to one of my good friends that was a mutual friend of ours. And I'm like, I can't pursue with this relationship because of this key difference in our religion. And you guys, I had to end that relationship. And it was so hard. It was so difficult because, again, he had all these great qualities that had, but I just knew that if we could not get on the same page regarding our faith and our religion, then it would be hard to have a future together because that same problem will keep coming up. And now I say this to say that this is where I find a lot of people having difficulties in, is that it's hard to stick to what your value is in order to be in a relationship. So in order to be in a relationship, most will sometimes forego some of those values that you cherish so that we can be in relationships, we can have someone who is supporting us, we can have someone that we can depend on, right? But we don't realize that when we do that, we're setting ourselves up for not having a healthy relationship. That's what makes the relationship hard, because it's hard to make those tough decisions when someone does not align with you and letting them go sooner than later. So I say all that to say that we have to be very conscious of who we are as an individual before we are in a relationship, and when we are in a relationship, we have to be in consistent alignment. Because if you can't identify what your values are, what you desire in a relationship, and are willing to accept certain things just to be in a relationship, that's when we find that relationships are hard, and they will end up leading to your relationship not working out. And like I said before, relationships were not meant to be hard, and it is not hard when you are in alignment with your partner. So rather than saying this person needs to change, they need to change the way they speak to you, they need to change the way certain character behaviors are, they just need to see that you are worth it, all those kind of things. The question you should be asking yourself is, does this person align with me? Does this person align with you? Because rather than trying to make this puzzle fit when it's not supposed to fit, the real question is, does this person align with me? Being okay to say that this person does not align with me right now, and that it's okay for me to let that go. Knowing that your person is out there and you will meet that person. Because again, we sometimes struggle with the thought of letting go, fearing that we won't find something else or that we'll be left alone for a long time, when that's not the reality. When you have faith and you know what you deserve and you put that energy out there, it's bound to come to you. So choose alignment. Your relationship should not be hard if you are in alignment. So alignment has to start with you first before it can go into a relationship. So to get into alignment is really identify, what are my cores? What are my core values, right? For example, for me, I really want respect in my relationship. I want communication in my relationship. I do not tolerate cheating. I don't tolerate being yelled at. I want us to be on the same page when it comes to shared goals for the future and our vision plans, right? So things like that, right? They sound kind of basic, but it goes really deep into who we attract and what we're willing to accept or not accept in our relationships. So when we can define those values for ourselves, we can now use that to, in essence, measure or use that to see who aligns with those things in our lives, and then move forward with that relationship. And now you may be like, I've been in my relationship with this person for a while, and it's hard, right? So we can be in alignment for some time, and then something will come up where someone said something mean to you, someone made a decision without involving you in making that decision. Maybe you have a change of mind regarding what your faith or practice is, something happens that takes away from the alignment that you prior had. So there's going to be bumps along the way. I'm not saying that when you're in alignment, nothing happens, right? No, things happen. That's just life. But the key again, guys, is to be able to go back into alignment. So let's take the example that you are in the relationship and it's about a shared goal that you guys don't align with, right? So it's a matter of actually having key conversations, being intentional with where can we merge our two worlds together. Because when you can figure out what the misalignment or disalignment is, you can now put that piece back together and continue your relationship without it feeling like it is hard. So again, guys, relationships are not meant to be hard. Your relationship is supposed to be successful if you are in alignment. So don't go and be with someone just because they give you security, whether that's financially, intimacy-wise, or, feeling like everybody else is in a relationship and you're not, and you deserve this in life, which you do, but not at the detriment of your well-being and your mental health. You want to be in alignment. Trust me. You want to be in a home where you are happy, you feel at peace, you don't have headache, you feel loved, you feel wanted, you feel desired. Those are all healthy desires, and I want that for you. But don't go back into the world after your heartbreak seeking for these things from people when you haven't filled that in for yourself. So be in alignment with yourself, your values, who you are, your identity, and now be with someone who will align with you. And sometimes if you're in a relationship right now and it is hard, it's because of that disalignment. And you need to ask yourself, well, why should I keep tolerating this if this person's not in alignment? And this takes me on a different little tangent. So when we are in a relationship and we're wanting this person to change, that person cannot change because of you. If that person does not want to change for themselves, it will not happen. And if they change because of you, it will not sustain the relationship because we're bound to revert back to our ways if we don't have a stronger why. So again, go back to, are you in alignment? And if you're not in alignment, can you get into alignment? And if not, then it's just recognizing that the relationship is hard because you're trying to work it out with someone. Go back and reevaluate, what are your core values? What are you about? What are you going to take a stand for? Because those are tough decisions we each have to make. But when you make that, you can be in a home where you have peace, you are loved, you are valued, you are desired. And that is what I want for you. So be in alignment. Be in alignment with yourself and whoever you end up with. Okay? So relationships are not hard, guys. Your relationship will likely end up because there was, again, no alignment, whether that's just with communication, how you guys see the world, how you guys see raising children, priorities you have in your life right now. It happens, right? It's not your fault. Don't put the blame on you. You are worth it. You are valuable. It just happened that person did not align with you, and that is okay. When you meet that person who aligns with you, it will be beautiful and you deserve that. So this is kind of what I want to talk about today. It's been on my heart, getting in alignment with yourself, and you will have a beautiful relationship. All right, so let me know what your thoughts are this on the bottom. Comment below, share with someone who you think will need this. If you need any support on this as well, you can visit me at vibewithviv.com. Click the link below, I'll have as well. And let me know the things you would like for me to talk about. I love hearing from you, so please don't hesitate to send me a message. All right, until next time, that is Vibe with Viv.